Hi, this is Liz Campstarter with Inside Natural Bodybuilding. I am with Jennifer Foster, who is the other female voice of INB, and we are in between shows. We're in Liberty, Missouri this weekend for the Natural Southern States Classic. Rarely do the two of us have a chance to actually sit and chat together. Usually one of us is behind the camera. So here we are. You're going to do a little cardio.
Yes, cardio.
We thought we'd chat about what we've seen so far. Last night was bikini, and then this morning was men and women's bodybuilding and women's physique. So
yeah,
what'd you think?
I am amazed. Like honestly, each year I go, sometimes you go to some shows and you see some great competitors, but I saw awesome. I mean, the bodybuilding, that was some of the best amateur bodybuilding I've seen in a while.
Yeah, there was crazy talent on the stage this morning. We can hit the girls first. Female physique and female bodybuilding. It went 1-2, 2-1. Michelle Kessler took the pro card in physique, second to Danny Dillon, and then turned around and Danny Dillon took the bodybuilding, and Michelle took second for the pro card. So they both walk away pro card holders. Danny Dillon's coming back tonight to do figure. Yes. Both of them are local Kansas City athletes, and I thought both of them had phenomenal physiques.
Amazing. I watched Michelle's routine. Oh, she was beautiful. It was amazing.
She is great on stage.
She is.
Who did you pick?
I actually thought Danny was gonna. I thought it would have been the other way around.
Okay.
I would have picked Danny for physique and Michelle for bodybuilding.
Okay. When I was watching this morning, I thought Michelle came out just hard as nails in the physique. I thought by the time they got to bodybuilding, she was getting a little tired in her posing. Danny came through really strong. Again, it's a toss-up. It's hard with the 7 panel judges. Either way, both those ladies came across IFPA pro card holders.
I know. I'm sure, I mean, with every judge, it's probably intermixed between the two of them the whole time through, so.
Yeah. Okay, talk to us about the boys. What did you think of the boys?
So we have a young one on the rise. He did get second today, but Chris INB was amazing. And then we also had Jason Veseleris. His conditioning was top-notch. I talked to him about his training, which I'm intrigued by the training, so I'm looking forward to maybe when I go off season to do something like that.
Yeah.
But no, awesome conditioning. Both of them have great futures, but they both said they're going to take a little bit of time off, which I think
they should. You know, Chris came out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Both these kids are college students. He won the open tall and was the overall pro card winner. I actually gave two bodybuilding pro cards today, which was a surprise to those guys. You know, Chris being a Mizzou grad, or what does he say, he was graduating in May?
Yes.
24 years old, kid open short, rock solid, hard as nails, probably could get on that pro stage this year if he wanted to.
Yep.
Both of them, I think, were really, really excited about their success and also humble.
They were very sweet guys. They were both just amazing. Chris, he's got
a lot of mass.
He's got a lot of mass. Just a little bit more conditioning, and he's going to be at 24, I think he's someone to watch out for.
Yeah.
And Jason, his conditioning was awesome.
Yeah.
It'll be crazy to watch.
It will be crazy to watch. So back it up to last night. Bikini.
I wasn't there, so this will be new for me too.
Yeah, bikini. I was there.
Women.
There was over 107 bikini girls that got on stage. 3 bikini pro cards were given last night, which is a first for all those females. It was absolutely amazing. A girl named Madeline from Oklahoma City walks away with the overall pro card. 2 other girls were given pro cards coming out. There were 6 classes, which I've never seen 6 classes before that would go to an overall. And the thing that surprised me was the 3 athletes that received their pro cards really were tall. And usually in those post downs, you see more of a shorter build from a symmetry.
Right.
The look last night was hard. It was athletic. You know, I think bikini we're still trying to define that standard as to the curvy, softer look versus the figure drop down look. Those girls last night brought really, really amazing packages. We sat through, I think, 95 T-walks. It was a long night, but I give a lot of credit to John and Becky for letting all those athletes strut their stuff and wrangling them all together and pushing them all through. You know, we got some happy girls this morning, and I think a lot of tired people.
We need to interviews with them. Did you talk to them? Are they going to do any pro shows this year, or had they decided? Because they're going to do Yorton. There's going to be bikini pro this year, right?
Yorton will have bikini again. I know last year Yorton, anyone was able to go. You didn't have to qualify. This year I do believe you'll have to qualify for Yorton. Honestly, all these girls last night were in absolute shock when they said they were going to give 3 pro cards. You know, everybody stepped back a little bit. They were all really excited and just a little bit in shock about what they'd achieved after all this time. The overall girl, Madeline, this was her 10th show, and I asked her what did she do different, and she said, I honestly was tired of getting second place. So when we got to the open, or when we got to the overall, when they were posing down, this girl worked that stage. She worked it so hard that I couldn't watch anybody else. And there were 6 girls out there. So I told her afterwards, she really earned that. And when you get to those pose downs, you do have to set yourself apart.
Right.
Because you've made it that far, you've won your class, but you got to do something a little bit extra. And she really did. She's one of Steve Clausen's girls out of Oklahoma City. So kudos to her. But it was a crazy night. So setting us up for a figure. We're going to go do a little cardio, relieve our low stress, and then we're going to go back. Figure men's physique tonight. What do you think?
I'm excited. I mean, this was the first show I ever watched before I even started competing, and I was in awe with the figure competitors. So I'm really excited to be a figure competitor myself. You always like to see what's coming up next.
You do. Both of us being IFPA pros, we love to see what's coming. I think what's made me chuckle a little bit is how many of the IFPA pros are bringing competitors tonight to put on stage. So I know Terry McBee's got some girls, Emma Callens is bringing a girl, I've got 6 girls, I think Melissa Johnson, and who else was I talking to last night? Oh, I'm missing somebody. TCP. How can we forget Alex?
Alex.
I know Alex was here last night too with some bikini girls, and so lots of IFPA girls circling around, all bringing their girls to the stage. There's going to be some good bodies. I saw the lineup, big classes. It's going to be competitive tonight in men's physique. What do you take on that?
This will be the first show I've ever seen with a men's physique.
Okay.
I mean, have you seen it yet?
I have. I've seen it and I've judged it. I really enjoy judging it. Partly because it's, you know, my candy. But I also think tonight they're putting it first before figure, and so it's going to be the eye-catching. It gives a lot of men that are competitive a chance to showcase their physique that maybe don't have the leg development to be competitive in bodybuilding. Like the Chris INB this morning, who had such big legs. Someone else that's got a great chest is lacking in the legs will never be able to be competitive. So they come out in the longboard shorts, strut their stuff, you know, give us a chance to see that fun physique. And it's a growing category between physique and bikini. Those are the 2 categories that are really driving the sport.
Are they going to have a Yorton IFPA?
No, I don't think that there's IFPA. There's no physique pro shows yet. I think they're still building that. You know, don't quote me. We'd have to ask Fred about that. But for right now, I think we're just still building those ranks. Hopefully, those numbers continue to grow. The physique pro card holders. That
I think it just makes the shows better.
It does. It really makes it. It really makes it interesting.
And speaking of shows, the format that they did this year. Oh my gosh! I remember when I first competed, it was the whole day long show.
Oh, this is the first NAMBF show. They're trying something new. Kudos to John and Becky for going out of the box. So last night was just bikini. They came at 5 o'clock. We got them on stage at 6, and by the time they were done, they went home. They're not coming back today. This morning was just bodybuilding
and women's physique.
And women's physique. They're at home or at restaurants eating lunch now. And then the figure men's physique will show up in a couple hours at the venue, warm up, and then we'll start them. So for an athlete,
it's so much more attractive.
It's crazy though. Have you ever done a show at night?
Yes.
It's a totally different prep.
It is a different prep. I think my first pro show in Minnesota was a night prep. So like you sit around all day.
You do. You sit around with your legs up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And you have to time your food.
You do. It's very different.
It'll be interesting.
So it's been fun. Totally different. We thought since we had a little bit of time that we would squeak in a quick interview together, since you probably will never hardly see us together again, except maybe on stage as competitors. I think it's time for us to go to cardio.
I think so.
Okay. For Inside Natural Bodybuilding was Cam Schroeder.
Jen Foster.
Thanks.